Okay, everybody. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's your old buddy Wade Squatchmann. I am down here at Salem State Park at the entrance off of Point Lookout Road. There's the highway, but there's nobody here. Now, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, they bulldozed this area. This was a very squatchy area, but as you can see, everything is growing up. So it's Saturday, July 5th, 2025. I figured I'd follow this trail over here. I've been back in here before. It's very peculiar. There's a lot of things going on back in here. A lot of unexplained stuff. So I figured I'd come back here, make a short little video for today because I haven't made any in a couple days. But I'm telling you, first time I went back in here, I was really shocked at what I saw. So, some crazy stuff back on this trail. A lot of unexplained stuff. So, I'm gonna walk back here. I don't know how many videos I'm gonna make today. All I know is if you follow the trail down there and go that way, you head to the Dogman Bridge. But a lot of unexplained stuff. Look at the size of them pieces of wood. There's squash trees back in here. Now, there's an area that I believe it was a site to where people would use it to go deer hunting, but it seems that they got pushed out of there. So I'm just gonna walk back here and see what's going on. A lot of tree type stuff going on, but I hope I don't run into any snakes. After what has happened to me in the last couple days, it ain't no joke. I hope everybody had a safe 4th of July. It's a Saturday morning, so you just wonder how that tree got broke there. Look at it and all the bark's gone. But there used to be a little teeny blue ball in here. In there, so. All right, I'm not gonna be very long back in here because this place is kind of eerie. But it used to be, I believe it used to be a place where deer hunters would come and spend the night before they go in the woods, but it looks like, if you ask me, something chased them out. It said that they didn't want them in here, so. Now this is at a public park, so it should be okay to walk in, but I hope I don't walk up on those snakes. Lots of spider webs. And I probably won't put this video on until Sunday night, so. There's a squash tree right there. It goes up and goes down, snap, crackle, pop. It's very hot, so I don't know if the squashes are going to be moving or they're going to stay in the shade. All I know is this place is very, very squatchy. A lot of unexplained stuff. Arches, squash trees, pushed over trees. A lot of stuff back in here, so I figured I'd come back in here and make a few videos. 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever. So, if I run into any snakes, you know how that is. You just gotta do what you do. So, the highway's over there, not very far from here, but look back in here. A lot of squash trees. A lot of goes up, goes down. Look at that big one right there. Goes up, goes down, snap, crackle, pop. That is a big one. That is a very big one. I'm not walking over there. I don't want to take no chances running in those snakes. I've dealt with that enough this year. So, I'm going to show you all this area. See if anything's looking. Goes up, goes down, snap, crackle, pop. There's another one. Right there, and then you got an arch back in there. But what I'm talking about is this little camping area over in here. It looks like it used to be a campsite for hunters, deer hunters, and I believe they got chased out. Something didn't want them in here. So Let's walk back in here and see what's going on. See what I'm saying? Looks like somebody used to camp out back in here. Wonder why them numbers are here, but I have no idea what went on back in here. But I found some very unexplainable stuff. Look at all this trash. And then you got a number on the tree, but something, for some reason, there's a lot of stuff back here. It's either that or a homeless man was back in here and got chased out. So I gotta make a video to show y'all. You just don't know what's going on. Used to be a lot of bent tools and stuff in here, but let's check out. That's a fresh broken pine branch. A lot of new trash back in here. Look at all these broken pine branches. A lot of unexplained stuff in here. A lot of Tupperware. Who knows what the heck happened in here? All I know is at night, look at this. Pans, Tupperware, plastic, and I'm tore up by spider webs. Look at this. So, old squash trees. Goes up, goes down, snap, crackle, pops. One right there. Oh man, all kinds of crazy stuff. Let's pan around, see if anything's looking. Yep, it was worse than this when I first found this place. It's like it was just destroyed. It seems like somebody was sleeping back here, camping out or whatever they were doing, and they got pushed out of here. So, all right, I don't know if we're gonna make another video, but all I know is look at all these pine branches, freshly broken. So something's come back here at night. Something comes back here and watches the road. So, they probably can't hear me because of the traffic. Now, when I first came here, I found wrenches and stuff that were twisted into knots. Look, there's nuts and bolts, all kinds of crazy stuff. What bends a wrench? Why is that number 5 there? So, I'm not staying. We're gonna go ahead and call this one and head out and maybe go look for some more places to make some videos. I'm just hoping no snake goes across my path. I don't feel like dealing with that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your old buddy Wade Squatchmann. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Keep on squatching, keep on rocking in the free world. I'll talk to y'all in the next episode, whatever it may be or when. So, just checking things out. Goes up, goes down, snap, crackle, pop. And then, got a big one. That's a big one back in there. It goes up, goes down, snap, crackle, pop. And like I said, we are at Salem State Park off of Point Lookout Road. What is that? What is that? Looks like a little birdhouse or something straight ahead, but all right, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'll talk to y'all on the next one, whenever that may be. We are out.